Hi, welcome to Wings for Life. My name is Ann Edenfield-Sweet. I'm the Executive Director and the founder of Wings. And tonight we are going to learn about a free financial navigator program. Now this is available in Albuquerque, but it also is available in 31 different states. So we have a very special guest with us tonight. Eileen Martinez, who is a student at New Mexico Highlands University. She wants to go into bilingual work and work in the immigrant community. And so she has been one of two people that have been working on this program for the city of Albuquerque. So we are going to learn all about this. So I can't wait to hear about it because so many people need financial help. So welcome.
Thank you so much for the introduction. Like she was mentioning, my name is Eileen, and I am one of the financial navigators for the city of Albuquerque. And we have also my coworker, Michelle. And the resources that we offer are based in Albuquerque, but there is other financial navigators in 31 other states. And so what we're going to be talking about is what is the financial navigators, what is this program, and going in depth on how you can get a session, and where can you find this help, and also learning more about the program. So we're going to show a quick video that goes more in depth into these questions.
When coronavirus keeps you from making money, your bills don't stop. Now you're in a tough spot. You need help finding support and making a plan. Financial navigators in Albuquerque can help. A trained navigator can provide guidance over the phone and help you prioritize, strategize, and find resources to tackle your financial concerns. Sign up for a remote help session online at cabq.gov/FINNAV or call 311.
Yeah, we would offer national. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay. Thank you so much. So now starting to talk about the program. So Albuquerque Financial Navigator program. These are just to be clear and straight up that this will not impact your immigrant status. And this is just about learning about the resources that are available in Albuquerque. And that all the information that is shared with us is going to be completely confidential and nothing will be given out, right? So it's completely confidential. So the way that you can get access is you can call us directly, or you can get access through an interest form that you can Google Financial Navigators Albuquerque, and you go to the city's website and you fill out a few questions, which we will go more in depth. Once you complete that basic information that gets you just like name, phone number, email, that will get you in the system, that's when you're placed in the queue, and that's when we're able to call you and to start that session. And then once we call you, you answer. At the end of the call, we will send a call summary, which will include all the information of the resources that we talked about. As financial navigators, we are trained on the resources that are available in the community, and we also can triage financial issues, identify immediate action steps, like saying, hey, you should call this organization first for X, Y, and Z reasons, or you should, just based on the resources on what is the best advice that we can give you. We can also make referrals to other resources and supports, provide a public service for residents of the community. And I do want to state that as financial navigators, we do not give long-term advice or who provides financial advice. We don't do that. We're not qualified to do that, to give any exact numbers or financial advice. I just want to preface that and make that very clear that we do not offer ourselves financial advice, but we can direct and guide you to the services and the resources that can provide that kind of help. And what can we assist you in? There's like the big topics right now, like housing, income, food, debt, looking for for income that could be for like unemployment, disability checks, any of that. Housing, like right now we have the emergency rental assistance program in New Mexico. We can help you, send to you that information. Also finding food banks, finding also like senior meals, school meals, also like where now that the school year is starting, where can you find clothes or resources like that for your kids. We also have like information on or organizations that help with like taxes. So like right now with the child tax credit, we can, if you don't know much about that, we can send you to organizations that can help with that. We also do healthcare, so finding resources that help with Medicaid, Medicare, and we also do have resources that specialize like for children, for seniors. Like we have certain resources who are for people 55 and older, 60 years and older, right, who focus on helping seniors. Also refugees, immigrants, like we have Native American, returning citizens. We also have resources for LGBTQ people and also veterans. And then, okay, so this is how, now that we have a little bit of what we do, now we can get, how do you get access to a Navigator? So you can go to the city's website, to the Albuquerque city's website, and that's going to take you, you'll see it's both in English and Spanish. We do, myself and my coworker Michelle, we are both fully bilingual, so we can speak English and Spanish. And we do have a line that works with interpreters. So if there's any other language that we come across, we can call the interpreters and we can communicate in that way. But me and my coworker are both bilingual. And so you'll see in the city's website, it's going to be English and Spanish, and it'll show the video that you saw in the beginning, and then you can sign up for a session. So that's the interest form. That's the first step that can be taken to get in the system, right? And that's the interest form. And the interest form is just basic information. First name, last name, phone number, an email, zip code, and then we also have preferred times that you would like to be called. So based on 8 to 12, 1 to 5, or whatever times would work best for you, you can click on your preferred time, so that way when we call you, we don't miss you. But we will call you back if we miss your call. And you can also, that's the Michelle, my other coworker, in the picture. So you can call us directly at 505-768-4242. And you can go, there's going to be an English line and a Spanish line. And we work from 9 to 6, but we can be flexible on what times you would want to be called and would work best for you. And if we don't answer, it's really important for you to leave a voicemail with your name, phone number, email, zip code. I know it's a lot of information, but that way, so that when we get your voicemail, we're able to put you in the system right away, and that way when we call you, we're able to get straight to it and not just ask a few demographic questions. So the voicemail is super important that you leave, so that we're able to take that step and put that information in the system. So with that information that you would leave in the voicemail, we would fill it in for you in the interest form. So voicemails are super important to leave if we don't answer. And then the intake form is super demographic, basic questions, just like asking how many people live with you, how old you are, just basic just a couple of questions, and then just to confirm consent, which is super important, which is just confirming to the service and that all the information that you share with us is going to be kept confidential. And we can, during the call, we'll be like, hey, do you want us to email it or to text it to you? And if you email it, you just have to click a button and say, I confirm. And if we text it to you, you just have to reply with the letter Y, and that's all. And that's an important part of what we have. And then, so the call summary. Once we end the call, all the information and all the referrals that I shared with you are going to be kept confidential. What the call summary, it's going to include all the information of the organization's name, phone numbers, emails, everything that you'll need to contact that organization. And we can send it through text if that's better, or we can also email it to you. Whichever one you would prefer the best. And just like to preface that this, if someone from all our resources are based for Albuquerque and places in Albuquerque, but if you do live in another county or we can give you like national resources and state resources, which would be a little bit more broad and not a little bit different because all our resources are based in Albuquerque. So if you call us from somewhere else that's not Albuquerque, we will give you national resources and state resources. But yeah, so this is a way that you can contact. This is my director. But yeah, that's all I have as for my presentation, and I just want to say thank you for everyone who listened and who's tuning in.
And now I'd like to ask Eileen some questions. So Eileen, why don't you have a seat over here? And because now I'm very curious about how all this works.
Yes.
So if someone goes to and registers, how long, if I did it this afternoon, is it like a 2-week wait? Is it?
No, so it is based on 48 hours that we will call you back. And we do our best to call you back and get in contact with you for sure. As soon as possible, yeah.
All right, so within 48 hours, you probably will be contacted.
Yes.
And then, let's see, you said your hours, your typical hours, and I assume it's Monday to Friday, 9 to 6?
Yeah, so there is an option for preferred time that is like on the weekends. So if it does get to the case where, you want to be called on the weekend, it might be an option, it might be not. I don't want to say yes, it's going to happen because that's, it's only 2 of us. But yeah, it's basically Monday to Friday, and we can be flexible on what time you would like to be called. And if we call you and you're like, hey, I'm doing something, I'm busy, then we can arrange a time to call you back.
So if I were to call, what would be a typical amount of time that meeting might last? Is it 10 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour? Is there such a thing as an average time?
Yeah, so the maximum that this should take is 30 minutes, but that's already max. This could take within minimum 15 to 20 minutes, and 30 minutes is max that it should take. It shouldn't take no longer than 30 minutes.
Okay, so you'll get all the information from the caller, and then you will type it up or doing a report for them so they know who to call and what phone number so they don't have to be taking all the notes.
Yeah, because we will send all that to you via email or text, and if special case, if you don't have that, we can print it out for you, and then we can meet us in our office.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You could actually meet in the office too if somebody didn't have the ability to receive the information.
Yeah, we can print it out for you for sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, and where is your office? Down at city headquarters then?
No, it's by the UNM law. But we can talk about that more.
Yes. Where you're located.
Yes.
If somebody but the ideal thing would be to get it either through a text message or emailed into you, so you'd have that immediately. Okay, that sounds like a great thing too. Now, is there an end to this program, or is this? Does it end December 31st, or is it through October, or is it basically right now you think an indefinite program that will be lasting for quite a while for folks?
Well, this program was brought out because of the pandemic and everything that's happening. And so it's not really for sure if this is gonna drag on longer, but this was a year thing that we're doing, so it's not. We still don't know for sure how long it's gonna
Okay,
be for.
but it's part of a national program, and then Albuquerque picked it up?
Yes.
Is that how that works?
Yes.
Okay, and so for somebody from Farmington or Las Cruces or Hobbs, they wouldn't be able to access the Albuquerque people, but you could give them like national hotline numbers for a particular topic or issue that they needed?
Yeah, correct. So so the resources aren't gonna be so in depth because, or not in depth, just because all our resources are based in Albuquerque, but we can give national and state resources.
Okay. Oh, this sounds like a wonderful program. So, I mean, right now, the utility assistance has ended. So I'm sure there are a lot of people that are having problems with that. I'm hearing that it's very difficult to get funding for rent.
Yeah.
And that paperwork has gotten very complicated. And do you help in any way with making that easier for folks? Or do you just say this is the website or this is the paperwork to go and fill out?
Unfortunately, we're not trained or qualified to help people fill out applications. We can't do that, so all we can do is guide people towards the right resources that can do that. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, but if you are listening to this, and if you are working with an HMO, if you're on Medicaid, because all of these programs you'd have to be Medicaid qualified, or not necessarily.
No.
I think because you're saying that people that might not have legal status, they could still get some help if they needed help.
This is all for all the Albuquerque people, just Albuquerque residents. It's just guiding people towards the direction of the resources that they might need. And I just mentioned that just because sometimes just to clear the air that all the information that you share with us is going to be confidential, and that we're just guiding people towards the resources.
Okay, yeah, so you're not asking for social security numbers or anything like that?
No, not
You're just trying to, they say, I need help with utilities.
Yeah.
I need help with rent, and you could say, here are the places to go.
Exactly.
So this sounds like a wonderful resource. Well, then, if you do have an HMO, like Blue Cross Blue Shield, Western Skies, or Presbyterian Healthcare, then you could ask for a certified peer support worker. And they have people then that could help you fill out applications and forms. So this sounds like a great connection here.
Yeah.
That first they call you, find out who do they contact and what forms do they need. And then I would suggest calling your HMO and finding out what they might have.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this sounds like a wonderful program. So if you are going to our website, you're going to see a placemat that looks like this. And on the front side and on the back side, there's tons of information too. On the front side, the Financial Navigator program is there. The website is listed there. It tells you all the things that they can do. And I love that you're helping through all the different languages too, that you're bilingual right off the bat. So if anybody's Spanish speaking, but we know we have many other languages here too. So you can get help with other languages. And then on the back, the question is, are you worried about money because of COVID-19? Get connected to rent and mortgage payment assistance, eviction prevention, utility payment assistance, food and food stamps, SNAP, how do you get that? And then who do you contact? Unemployment insurance payments, Medicaid or ACA health insurance, the Be Well New Mexico. So they can get you the right contact information for that. Child care and child care assistant payments. Yes, maybe you're going back to work, and we hope you're going back to work because we want to get people in this economy back rolling here, but maybe you need help with child care. So they can provide that. And then organizations that can help you with these various forms. And there are many. There are so many different organizations and nonprofits that do this. I know that. And then lastly, what happens in a financial navigation session? They will help you prioritize your daily living expenses like housing, food, and insurance. Yes, insurance is a big one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maximizing income. How can you apply for different emergency cash assistance, emergency loans, things like that? Managing debt from credit cards, and of course we've been doing a lot of talks about that recently. You can go to our website and we are talking about each of these specific areas. Avoiding predatory scams, and yes, we've had speakers to talk about the scams that are out there, and scams have increased. I think it's like 80% during COVID, so be very careful about all the scams. And then budgeting for future loss of income. And so we also have specific talks. If you go to our website, you can find those.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so the last thing that I would just want to preface is that we don't offer direct assistance or any of that, just connecting people to the resources. But that's all I got on my part.
Okay, well, thank you so much. And I'm going to close with a story. I always like to close with a story. And I was trying to think of something that might be appropriate for this. And I think this is a really great story to close with. And it's called Yesterday, Today, and Tomorrow. There are 2 days in every week about which we should not worry. The 2 days which should be kept free of fear and apprehension. Now, one of these days is yesterday, with its mistakes and cares, its faults and blunders, its aches and pains. Yesterday has passed forever beyond our control. All the money in the world cannot bring back yesterday. We cannot undo a single act we performed. We cannot erase a single word that we said. Yesterday is gone. Now, the other day that we should not worry about is tomorrow, with its possible adversities, its burdens, its larger promise. Tomorrow is also beyond our immediate control. Tomorrow, the sun will rise, either in splendor or behind a mask of clouds, but it will rise. But until it does, we have to wait. And we have no stake in tomorrow, for it is yet unborn. This leaves only one day that we should be worried about, and that is today. Any man can fight the battles of just one day. It is only when you and I add the burdens of those two awful eternities, yesterday and tomorrow, that we break down sometimes. So it's not the experience of today that drives men mad. It is remorse or bitterness or something which happened yesterday and the dread of what tomorrow may bring. Therefore, let's live just one day at a time, and let's just live today. So isn't that a great story? I just love that story. I just think it's so much fun. So I hope you think about it, because it is so true. So let's live today. Thanks for joining us and being with us. Now, if you are on our Facebook Live or our YouTube Live, this will be the end of our programming. But if you are with us on Zoom, stay tuned, because we're going to go right into breakout rooms, and then you're going to have a chance to talk to Eileen and ask her all the questions that you might have about this wonderful program that's available not only in Albuquerque, but other states as well. So thanks, everybody. Hope to see you next Monday at 6 o'clock, same Zoom link, and we look forward to seeing you. Thanks so much. Have a good night. Bye-bye.